Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter.
CNN has released footage featuring Jay-Z, which has sparked widespread media attention and public debate. The footage has led to various reactions from industry experts and legal analysts. However, it's important to note that allegations and speculation should not be considered as factual without further confirmation. Jay-Z's associations and activities depicted in the footage are subject to interpretation and should not be jumped to conclusions.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay-Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay-Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows.
Following the release of certain footage, Jay-Z has denied any wrongdoing and characterized the footage as misleading and taken out of context. Legal experts have discussed potential consequences should the allegations be substantiated. The public and entertainment industry reaction has been varied, with some supporting Jay-Z and others expressing concern. This situation raises questions about accountability and transparency in the industry. Separately, an audio recording allegedly featuring Jay-Z and P. Diddy has surfaced, sparking controversy and speculation. Comedian Cat Williams has expressed concerns about the alleged involvement of Jay-Z and Diddy in the Epstein Island scandal. Williams' concerns are noteworthy given Diddy's past controversies. Commentators have drawn parallels between Jay-Z and Jeffrey Epstein, citing their respective histories of scandals and controversies. However, it's essential to rely on verified information and avoid speculation. Jeffrey Epstein's story is marked by controversy. He was once considered one of the world's richest men, with an estimated fortune that Forbes disputes as likely being much less than reported. Epstein's lavish lifestyle and charitable activities obscured the mysterious origins of his wealth. Epstein's notoriety stems from his July 2019 arrest and subsequent charges of exploiting young girls. His private island, Little Street James in the U.S. Virgin Islands, was allegedly the site of these crimes. The island, which Epstein owned from 1998 until his death in 2019, was nicknamed Epstein Island and Pedophile Island by locals. Former staff members reported witnessing prominent figures, including Victoria's Secret models, visiting the island. Billionaire Lexner and Prince Andrew, Duke of York, were also said to have visited the island, with the latter allegedly taking multiple flights on Epstein's private jet. Court records show that attorneys for Epstein's purported victims claim that Little Street James was the site of multiple crimes against youngsters perpetrated by Epstein and his associates. However, it's crucial to note that these allegations are based on court records and have not been proven in a court of law.
Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew's name have been linked now for years. This is a scandal that doesn't seem to go away for York. He thinks at one stage, I think last year, that he has escaped this whole furore because he's paid off Virginia Roberts-Giuffre, who is the Epstein victim that has accused him of.
Buckingham Palace and Epstein's lawyer have denied allegations related to Prince Andrew and Virginia Roberts' claims, respectively. Reports suggest that former U.S. President Bill Clinton flew on Epstein's private jet several times between 2002 and 2005, but there is no evidence to confirm that he visited Little Street James Island. A Freedom of Information Act request and Epstein's flight records do not support claims of Clinton's presence on the island. Clinton's spokesperson has also denied any visit. Despite the lack of evidence, suspicions persist, particularly among younger individuals, amidst numerous misconduct allegations and accusations. Epstein maintained his innocence but was held without bail until his death on August 10, 2019. The circumstances surrounding his death have fueled conspiracy theories, with some pointing to unusual neck injuries as potential evidence of foul play. The mystery surrounding Epstein's life, associates, and fortune remains unresolved, with many questions still unanswered. Legal proceedings involving Ghislaine Maxwell, a longtime confidant of Epstein, have raised additional questions. Maxwell was arrested in July 2020, and her case continues to unfold. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted in June 2022 on 5 counts, resulting in a 20-year prison sentence. Recently, a trove of previously hidden documents, including thousands of emails and Epstein's private schedules from 2013 to 2017, has been uncovered. The New York Times obtained these records through a public records request to the U.S. Virgin Islands Attorney General. These documents provide new insights into the case, covering the period after Epstein's 2008 guilty plea for soliciting and exploiting a minor in Florida. The timeline also extends past 2015, when Virginia Roberts Giuffre publicly accused Epstein of misconduct. A new development has emerged. A forthcoming document is expected to reveal the identities of 170 individuals linked to Jeffrey Epstein, including former staff members and victims. Some on this list may have played roles in Epstein's exploitation and mistreatment of girls. Judge Loretta Preska has set January 1st as the release date for the court documents, allowing time for those implicated to challenge the ruling. While specific names remain undisclosed, many have already surfaced in media reports. The documents, previously sealed from a 2015 defamation lawsuit filed by Virginia Roberts Giuffre against Ghislaine Maxwell, will be unveiled in the coming weeks.
This is not some sordid story. This is a story of being This is a story of abuse. It was disgusting. He wasn't mean or anything, but he got up and he said thanks and walked out, and I sat there in bed just horrified and ashamed and felt dirty, and I had to get up and go have a shower.
The retrieved schedules provide insight into numerous meetings orchestrated by Epstein, featuring various participants. Many of these events occurred at Epstein's Upper East Side townhouse, a site associated with allegations of mistreatment towards women and girls. The documents highlight several prominent figures, including one listed in Epstein's notorious Little Black Book. Former employees and victims of Epstein have come forward, including Kathy and Miles Alexander, who managed Epstein's private island, Little Street James, from 1999 to 2007. Haley Robson, an alleged recruiter for Epstein, is also mentioned, particularly through a 2020 interview where she revealed details of her involvement with Epstein during her teenage years. The verdict also references Tatiana Davies, a survivor of Jeffrey Epstein who reported being regularly present in his residences across several locations. Recent associations with Epstein have led to speculation about potential implications for Jay-Z and P. Diddy. An emerging report suggests that a girl known for her visits to Epstein Island was also photographed with P. Diddy during her youth. The evidence has been available for years, raising questions about why no one came forward sooner to alert authorities. P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard has broken his silence, citing his children as a reason for his delayed action. However, it appears that his name appearing in documents may be the true catalyst for the bodyguard's recent statements. The bodyguards were aware of the situation but chose not to speak up until now, with their actions stemming from around 35 to 60 pages of documentation referencing their involvement. There is a growing concern that parents should be held accountable if their 14-year-old children are pushed into the entertainment industry without their consent. This raises questions about potential exploitation by celebrities who may coerce young individuals into roles for personal gain. The role of parents in these situations should also be examined. Cat Williams has spoken out about the darker side of Hollywood, alleging that some celebrities host extravagant parties that may be harmful to young attendees. Williams has made provocative remarks about Diddy and Jermaine Dupri, hinting at their potential involvement in troubling incidents. There have been reports of controversies surrounding Diddy, including accusations of exploiting young boys for personal benefit. Williams has criticized Diddy, pointing out that in his autobiography, Diddy shares personal details, including romantic relationships and controversial choices. However, Williams notes that Diddy's openness does not extend to addressing the controversies surrounding him. It's essential to approach these claims with a critical and nuanced perspective, considering multiple viewpoints and evidence before drawing conclusions. The entertainment industry's treatment of young individuals and the role of parents and celebrities in these situations warrant further examination and discussion.
When I saw him run down first of all, when I saw the white towel, I got flashbacks of him and Ja Rule running out the room. Of course, they had, what's her name, Sarah and the other girl in there, but I had that flashback. And then when I seen him run down the hallway, I had flashbacks when the same gang was chasing him. I was like, what the? And then when he put his hands on it, no jokes aside, because I know it's not no laughing matter, man. The just was appalling, brother. And I don't even know how they could even play that on television, on YouTube like that, and without even putting up some sensitive, you know how they put the sensitive subject matter up? That was crazy, man.
There's more. Jay-Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, each of whom has faced allegations related to their relationships with underage girls. Now, with fresh evidence coming to light, it won't be long before Jay-Z has to address these shady.
Cassie, Diddy's former girlfriend, has filed a lawsuit against him, alleging mistreatment and a decade-long pattern of misconduct that began when she was 19. The lawsuit brings to light serious allegations, including claims of emotional and physical abuse, intimidation, and exploitation. Cassie accuses Diddy of using his power and influence to control and manipulate her, including instances of vandalism, threats, and coercion. Diddy has denied these allegations, but the lawsuit was reportedly settled for $30 million within a day of Cassie reporting the incidents to authorities. However, sources suggest that the total settlement amount may have been $100 million to avoid further legal issues. These allegations, combined with previous reports of Diddy's questionable business practices and treatment of emerging artists, raise concerns about his behavior and potential misconduct. Cassie's lawsuit has brought attention to these issues, which had previously gone largely unnoticed. The matter highlights the importance of holding individuals in positions of power accountable for their actions and ensuring that victims of abuse and exploitation receive justice. Cassie's allegations against Diddy are not isolated, as multiple women have come forward with similar claims of mistreatment. A 17-year-old college student has filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of mistreatment. Diddy has denied these allegations, claiming they are an attempt to extort money from him. Furthermore, reports suggest that a model's name appeared in Jeffrey Epstein's schedules after 2008. One of Epstein's accusers was also present at an event with Naomi Campbell in Paris. These revelations raise questions about the connections between high-profile figures like Naomi Campbell and Jeffrey Epstein after his 2008 guilty plea. During a 2010 fashion show in Paris organized by Naomi Campbell, a Ukrainian model caught Epstein's attention. Epstein allegedly sent a Russian representative to approach the model, portraying himself as a benevolent benefactor with connections to Campbell and offering to advance the model's career. However, a representative for Naomi Campbell clarified that Campbell was unaware of Epstein's alleged use of her name to attract aspiring models and stated that Epstein had exaggerated his association with Campbell, as he did with many others. Naomi Campbell's representative has stated that she regrets any involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and denies knowledge of his alleged misconduct. However, accusations have linked both Diddy and Naomi Campbell to the situation. There are speculations about Diddy's association with Epstein due to his ties with Ronald Burke, who was involved with both Diddy and Epstein on philanthropic journeys to Africa. Rumors suggest that Diddy might have visited Epstein's Manhattan estate, although this has not been confirmed. Leslie Wexner, CEO and founder of L Brands, had a notable relationship with Epstein, who handled his financial affairs and was involved with the Wexner Foundation. Wexner claims he was unaware of Epstein's illegal actions and severed their relationship 12 years ago. Epstein's influence extended to Wexner's business, with attempts to influence the selection of models for the Victoria's Secret catalog. This sparked concern among executives, although Wexner assured them he would address the situation. Diddy's involvement in the situation arises from his actions at Bad Boy Records, where he signed emerging artists and faces claims of exploitation. Additionally, Diddy had a notable relationship with Donald Trump, who frequently boasted about their connection on The Apprentice. However, the extent of Diddy's involvement with Epstein remains unclear. Diddy distanced himself from Donald Trump after Trump partnered with billionaire Ronald Buffett. Diddy claimed Trump had inflated his wealth. Jay-Z has also faced scrutiny for his ties to Harvey Weinstein, who has faced numerous allegations of mistreatment. Jay-Z was named as a defendant in the Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell trial in November 2021, raising questions about his connections to individuals accused of serious misconduct. A recently uncovered legal document lists Jay-Z, the Weinstein Company, and the Walt Disney Company as defendants in a lawsuit filed in August 2020. The lawsuit alleges participation in a criminal enterprise, including trafficking, mistreatment, and exploitation. Similar lawsuits filed by the same plaintiff were dismissed in separate federal courts. The lawsuits sought damages from Epstein's estate and President Donald Trump. Some people believe that billionaires like Epstein can evade legal consequences due to their connections and influence. This perception may discourage victims from coming forward with evidence, fearing control over the legal system. As new information emerges, prominent figures like Diddy and Jay-Z may face consequences for their actions.